Hey guys, it's AndroBit here. I want to bring to you guys something new. I'm going to be starting up a new series called Tips from AndroBit, and I really think that this is going to be beneficial to everybody as you guys can watch me as I grow as an artist or grow as a producer or whatever. I'm going to be bringing you guys tips, advice on everything that I learned from the music industry, just making music. I'm excited to bring you guys all the videos that I have. I'm going to be bringing you guys videos every week. I'm going to do my best to keep that up. I'm going to be covering also some problems you might encounter as a producer. I mainly produce EDM, so if you already produced that, you're in the right spot. If not, stick around because I'm not going to just be talking about EDM. I'll be talking about all kinds of genres of music, like because I'm in love with music as a whole. I'm not in love with just one genre. So the first thing I want to talk to you guys about is an issue that I have just recently come up with is bass. That can actually affect a lot of people because you might think, you're in your room. I'll give you guys a studio tour later, but you're in your room and you're producing something. It's banging. It sounds hard. It sounds super hard. The bass is just from just your little speakers. And I have KRK Rocket 5s. But the problem with those speakers is that they have a certain frequency range. The lowest that they go is 50 hertz. That's fine and dandy, but what about the one that hits really hard? That's not that frequency. It's not in the 50 to 100. It's actually in the 30 to 50. That's when the bass will really hit hard. I have a song here that I'm working on. When I was making it, it sounds fine, it sounds awesome. But then as soon as I played it in the car, I have two 12 CVRs, kickers, subwoofers. And that's how I reference all my tracks. I take them to the car and then I make sure that they knock as hard as they do in my studio. When I took it to my car, then it didn't hit as hard as I was expecting it to. And I've had this problem every now and again. It doesn't happen too much, but it does happen, and it's an issue that needs to be addressed. So without further ado, I'll give you guys an example. Okay, this is what I mean by bass misconception. I have two songs here, one that is mastered and another one isn't, but it's pretty close. But I used the same kick on both songs, so I had the issue with both of these songs, and I will show you how to correct it in a moment. But let me show you what I mean first. You have two songs here. One thumps on in my car like I want it to, this one right here, and this one doesn't. And but this one thumps in my room and this one doesn't. So what's actually more important is the way that the subwoofers in my car react to the song overall than the ones in my room, because the monitors in my room, they have a certain frequency range that they can hit, and mine begin at 52 hertz, and that's low, but it needs to be lower in order for me to tell if my song is really kicking the way it's supposed to be compared to other songs. So it might thump in my room, but when I take it out to my car, this one doesn't. So let me just show you what I mean right here. Here's the lower range right here. You can see the low bass and bass for the frequency spectrum right here, and that's going to show me all the information that I need. I just have this up here purely for the purpose of just showing you the information. Alright, so when I play it, you can see right here that it's lighting up, and it looks nice, and so that can also deceive my eye. But whenever I play it over here, the lower part is brighter. And so what I really need for it to be as bright as it can be is right here between 20 and 50. That's where it's really gonna hit. That's where what's really gonna make that boom feel whenever I'm producing a song and I need the kick to kick as hard as it can. All right, so here we have the track that I was originally working on previously. Same kick, I didn't alter it or do anything to it, but here it is. You can see it's giving me some information right here, but I'm gonna go ahead and low pass this so that way we can just concentrate at this area right here. All right, just move that a little bit more. So you see how there's some information that's showing here, but it could still be brighter. For those of you who use FL Studio, they should know. So let's go ahead and focus on that. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and mute everything that I did from the last one, so that way we can see the difference. Okay. All right. So you can see here that they're both basically lighting up around the same, right there. You can see that. Okay, I'm gonna mute that again. And what I did was I boosted the bass a little bit at the well, to the full amount that this plugin can do, to 73 hertz. And the reason why I did 73 hertz is because the kick is tuned to D, D2 specifically. So that's very important that you keep the all your instruments in tune or in key with your song. It's really gonna make the difference between a professional sounding track and a good sounding track. Because most producers, they pay attention to that stuff whenever they're making music. So that's what I did with that. And on the same thing too, with another frequency spectrum, all I did was I boosted here again at 73. Now that may seem like a lot of bass, and it is if the signal wasn't already sufficient enough. So it was already really weak. So that's the reason why I boosted that. And on top of that, I added a high pass filter just to cut off right there at the end of 33 hertz. I believe that's what it says. And the reason why I did that was because that was the end of, that was D1. So that was at 36.7 hertz to be exact. And that's where I wanted I didn't want the bass to go any lower than that, because that's where the my bass line is going to be at. And I boosted that one at 73, but that one is hitting at right here, 36. That's where I want it to. Okay, so now I also have the bass side chain too, which is this is coming in off after that, after the kick. All right, so I'm gonna add the parametric equalizer that's boosted right here, and I'm gonna also add the bass boost right there, and I'm gonna add the parametric equalizer, which was the other one, the high pass filter. And you can see the difference. Here's without the bass boost. See, I was losing some of the color. Here's with it. See how much more it hits? Right around here, which is fine. That's perfect. That's where I want it. That's at 73, right where I need it to. And then the bass is coming in right after that. So here I got my master bus, which is just showing the kick and everything, and it's already hitting harder than with this song. So I'm gonna play both of them at the same time. It's not gonna sound too great, but I want you to look at it visually, not actually listen to it sonically. All right, I'm gonna bring up the comparison. So to the untrained eye, it doesn't look like much of a difference, but this right here is hitting a lot brighter orange here and here in the lower range than it is here. And it makes a big difference whenever I am playing that in my car. And it'll make a big difference when else you're playing it in the club too. Alright guys, thank you for watching my first video. By no means am I a professional. I've just been doing this for a very long time. If you feel that I got something wrong, please feel free to comment below. And also, if you like the video, please don't be afraid to like it. Hit that like button. Share this video with your friends. Let's get a movement started. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, or about any topic that you guys want to cover, please feel free to put it in the comments. I would love to talk about it. I would love to start a community with you guys. Thank you again. Join me next week for more tips from AndroBit.